Hello and welcome to tonight's stream featuring Techie Dinos, Dino Tech Time, Temur colors, blue, red, and green. Some fantastic variable interaction, nice Swiss Army knife spells. A lot of things we're able to do when adding this blue color, and consistency is going to be pretty good. Yeah. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'll just go into the changes quickly before we jump into the matches, but with the thumbnail there, Reality Chip had to add at least one copy, and I didn't have any, so I did redeem a single rare wild card for this, but it's pretty fantastic. It is a creature, so if we have a Marauding Raptor, we will be able to play Reality Chip here for a single blue, being able to play stuff off the top of the library. Pretty fantastic. Now that is similar to another card, or Realm Walker, you guys may know of. 2 and a green. When it comes into play, you choose a creature, and you can play those creatures off the top of your library. So of course it would fit nicely, and has fit pretty nicely in a tribal deck. I've used Realm Walker before, but Reality Chip, we're in blue. Will be nice. Yeah, if we can get it on somebody, or at the very least, it is a pretty decent blocker at or toughness, so should be good. As always, Tamiyo Safekeeping, doing some fantastic work for us. Marauding and Otepec Huntmaster. Now, I don't have Drover. Of course, Drover of the Mighty tapping for 1 mana of any color does help fix things nicely. It is a pretty good idea when you're bringing in that third color, but because Huntmaster is possibly paired with Glasspool Mimic here, where chances are we're going to be copying a dino, I do want to maintain the possibility of giving that dino that was mimicked haste with Otepec Huntmaster here. So that's pretty much why that's there. Deathgorge Scavenger, starting off with 3. I wanted to keep kind of the early game going, lots of potential options there. Previously, before I just started here, I did have Deathgorge switched with Decisive Denial here, but I think we got enough stuff going on. Quandrix Command is going to interact and do a lot of things for us, a lot of pretty nice potential. Should basically never be dead. At the very least, we get to put those 2/1/1 counters on somebody, maybe bring a dino back, even if the opponent isn't targeting it with removal. We can bring it back at the end of their turn, play it for some nice damage, enter the battlefield stuff. Perhaps we bring a Regisaur Alpha back, play it next turn, we get another dino token, and we also give that Regisaur haste with Otepec Huntmaster. And speaking of Regisaur Alpha, just think, copying that guy with Glasspool Mimic, 1 in a blue, Regisaur Alpha, you also get that token as well. My goodness. Blue Bear, how's it going? This is your night, you could say. Blue Bear, we got some blue colors in here. It's going to be good. Yes. Oh, I am glad you have the bell on there, definitely. But as always, if you do miss the stream or you want to go back, rewatch it, it's always up there. Yes, I am playing with blue cards tonight, Blue Bear, so hopefully things work out. Tech Time, Temur Dinos, that's the name of the game tonight. We got doing a lot of stuff, a lot of neat stuff with the blue colors, the possibilities that those things enable, like I was just saying. Glasspool Mimic, who doesn't love copying things, but Marauding Raptor paired with Glasspool, reducing that to 1 in a blue. Maybe we make a copy of Ripjaw for 1 in a blue, or another Shifting Ceratops, another Regisaur Alpha. Those 3 right there, I mean, that's just going to be fantastic. Lovely, lovely stuff. So I'm excited for Glasspool Mimic, definitely. But as always, as you see, the classic Ripjaw, Shifting Ceratops. Now, I could potentially have left Ripjaw Raptor out, just in case they don't have many creatures, but I have a feeling tonight we're going to see some stuff. So, yeah, Ripjaw, it's in there. Regisaur Alpha, as always, 4 of. Ghalta, only 2 tonight. I did have 3 previously, but I wanted to make a little bit more space for other goodies that were a little bit lower costed. Now the mana base, adding this third blue color, we do, of course, got to have something like Ketria Triome. Oh, getting my feels up, more used to using the new Triomes that are going to be coming with Streets of New Capenna here. But yes, certainly feels very comfortable. Shouldn't really run into any awkward turns, that sort of thing. Oh, not just Glasspool, but yes, Quandrix Command. Going back to that, it does so much. I should probably talk about it a little bit more. All the modes that we could potentially choose, they should be quite useful. Counter, target artifact or enchantment spell, that could be nice. Celestia Enchantress, 9 lives. You guys may have faced that before. 1 and 2 white, and you put up to 9 counters on 9 lives. It gets exiled after 9 counters, so depending how many creatures you attack with, it's going to prevent that damage for each creature and put that number of counters on 9 lives. So it really slows things down. But if they get Solemnity, 3 and a white, counters can't be put on permanents anybody controls, or I think it may just be you control. So the counters can't be put on 9 lives, and 9 lives, if it doesn't get counters, it's never going to be sacrificed and the opponent will never lose. So that's just the little lock there. Sometimes it can be rough, but we do have an out. If not Quandrix Command countering one of those enchantments, we do have Blast Zone as always. But yeah, I'm just excited. Quandrix Command may be my favorite tonight, but there's lots of good stuff as always. It's going to be fun. But back to the mana base. Ketria Triome, 4 of. I think that's pretty much a no-brainer for something like this. Hinterland Harbor, 2 steam vents. So we do have 8 sources of blue that don't require a dinosaur. I think that should be enough. Quandrix Command, likely we're going to be wanting to play something like that on turn 4, a little bit later. Glasspool Mimic, potentially we could want to play that early. Reality Chip, possibly as well, but this feels pretty safe. Having 8 sources of blue should do the trick, hopefully. May need to tweak that up, the sources of blue a little bit, but looks pretty good for now. As always, got to get to Rampaging Ferocidon. It is in there. I did not forget tonight. Last night, man, that was just embarrassing, forgetting Rampaging Ferocidon and Deathgorge Scavenger. Oh boy. Never again. And, of course, I did remember Lair of the Hydra, so I think we're pretty much set. I did mention Decisive Denial. Very versatile. Yes, not running Anger of the Gods, I know. Bluebear, it's pretty crazy stuff. Hopefully that doesn't cause us trouble, but I think with Decisive Denial here, being able to fight a creature, Quandrix Command, we could bounce a creature with the mode there, shuffle cards from someone's graveyard into their library, so we could shuffle Arclight Phoenix, various other things that make sense too with that other mode for Quandrix Command. So I think with Quandrix Command and Decisive Denial, pairing those two together should be enough, hopefully, to deal with creatures. But we could potentially get caught out with something nasty, a lot of little creatures trying to go wide and just go right over us, right around us. It's going to be rough. I do have to finish off just before we get into the matches. Oh, this is an exciting card, man. I redeemed 4 rare wild cards for this, so hopefully it does the trick. Going back to last night and using up or making use of the sources of blue, like we didn't really make use of the sources of white too much. So, paradoxical outcome, potentially saving all our creatures from a wrath, a board wipe, that sort of thing. Or even if the opponent isn't doing anything, we could just return a bunch of them, draw some cards, and then we have a ton of stuff to play the following turn. Of course, hopefully, likely, everything has haste with something like Regisaur Alpha, but yes, paradoxical outcome to save whatever we need to, whether it's exile-based board wipe, farewell, that sort of thing. I think it's going to do the trick, definitely. Certainly a pretty exciting addition, but we got a lot of stuff going on, able to cover a lot of angles tonight, but still have some fantastic big heavy hitters and extra heavy hitters with Glasspool Mimic here. So yes, a lot of blue stuff, certainly a lot more blue stuff compared to all the white stuff I had last night, but without further ado, let's jump right into the first match, and hopefully things go pretty well. We did see Trapjaw Tyrant last night do some fantastic work there. It's going to be good. May need to cut things short a little bit tonight. A certain somebody didn't have their nap this afternoon, so my daughter might not sleep too well tonight. She'll probably be fussy, or she could just be passed right out, not stir at all. We'll see. Crossing the fingers that she sleeps good. That'd be nice. Not drinking any coffee tonight. All right, I was going to say it's taking a little while to find a worthy opponent. Perhaps it's going to be a glitch. I may have to reset the client here because I had left it open for quite some time before I started, but things look good. Ooh. That's an interesting one. 3 lands would be nice. Unfortunately, no way to play Reality Chip or Quandrix Command. Let's see. Oh, man, I loved... It's a trap. Look out. Trapjaw Tyrant, great potential. I think we all saw the shining light that it can be. Awesome potential, but I'm going to mulligan. Oh, better. I think that's a lot better. Certainly, it's not too often we see 3 Marauding Raptors, but I think this is going to be much more useful. If it is something discard-based, I mean, there's a good chance we're going to at least be left with 1 Marauding. I will send 1 to the bottom because definitely don't need 3 of them. Oh, I am going to be doing a lot more Naya, especially with Trapjaw Tyrant's animation there. Oh, where's the... I don't know what emote to use for that, but the 4th Marauding Raptor, that has not happened in a long time. My goodness. Huh. Well, hopefully this one survives, but no. We have plenty of Marauding Raptors. We're good in that department. So if they want to kill this one that's out, be my guest. Would be nice going Shifting Ceratops next turn. They do have some red up, so perhaps they can... Oh, okay, just Oni Cult Anvil. It's not going to be too bad. Oh, Ketria Triome. That's a tough one. Yep. I was thinking Ketria Triome and at least 1 Marauding, but I just want to get Shifting Ceratops down. Fantastic body. It will have trample, so we'll get through some of these little colorless construct artifact tokens that Oni Cult Anvil is going to be making coming up here pretty quick. Maybe they're stumbling in the land department, perhaps? Something like that. Ooh. That's alright. Kind of interesting though. They used Fatal Push on Marauding Raptor. I would have assumed and figured they'd use it on something like Shifting Ceratops because they met the requirement of sacrificing a permanent. That's alright. Just go another one. And I'm going to go the second one. I expect one of them to die, or if we only had one, I expect it to die. So again, it would be nice starting off with one next turn. That token will be able to nicely block Shifting Ceratops, unfortunately. But I think this is hopefully going to work out better for us. Could see maybe another Fatal Push. Oh, there we go. Man, we got her done. They stumbled in the land department, so that certainly worked out quite nicely for us. Let's see. Rampaging Ferocidon against a deck like this. Man, that's just fantastic. Constantly bringing out those little tokens. I think Rampaging should chip away quite nicely if we can get one early. And if we want multiples, of course, we got Glasspool Mimic, so we could really just potentially stack up the Rampaging Ferocidons, just deal a whole ton of damage. It might be quite nice. Nothing blue related, so I think just cutting one Shifting Ceratops should do the trick. Decisive Denial to fight things. Kind of do expect Mayhem Devil. Yeah, I'm going to switch Quandrix Command with Decisive Denial. Just in case we really need to take out that Mayhem Devil, fight it with Ripjaw Raptor, opposed to sending it or returning it to their hand, just getting rid of the Mayhem Devil. Not having to worry about that. Certainly expect Mayhem Devil to be in here. I would be surprised if we don't see it at some point. Always nasty. Whenever they're sacrificing so many things, it really, really chips away. Especially if the thing they're sacrificing is the cat. Doubles up all kinds of damage. I'm sure you guys have maybe faced that before. Just constantly. Witch's Familiar, or Cauldron Familiar, I think it is. But you guys know the cat. Whenever it comes into play, you lose a life, they gain a life. Mayhem Devil deals damage whenever something's sacrificed. Oh, it is pretty fast clock. You got to do something quick or else you die. This, though, it's interesting. 2 Rampaging Ferocidons. Could be nice. Not quite as fast as I'd like, but I do like seeing both of them. Gonna chip away, do some nice work for us. I'll hold off on Secluded Courtyard just in case we need to name something. Oh, Ravenous Squirrel. That is not good. Not good indeed. Oh, is it an oven right now? Oh. I was worried there. I thought they'd get the good stuff. Hopefully Huntmaster survives. But I was worried they would get the Witch's Oven. Cauldron Familiar. Turn 2 with Ravenous Squirrel is just nasty, nasty stuff. At least it is only a 2/2. So that's something. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, friends. I think we're going to die to some nasty big squirrels. Hopefully we can take them out. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just go Secluded Courtyard, Dinosaur, Shifting Ceratops, a nice big body. Hopefully they can't take it out. At the very least, it will deter aggression a little bit more than something like Rampaging Ferocidon does. And next turn, if all goes well and everybody sticks around, we will be able to go Rampaging Ferocidon plus Ghalta. Oh, I think that might be a good chance. Luckily, the squirrels haven't gotten too big yet. I think we still may have a chance there. Maybe sacrificing a bunch of stuff. Okay, good. I was worried maybe they had something like Fatal Push that could kill that Shifting Ceratops there. Yes. Yes, definitely. I think the fight spells are going to be good. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh. Marauding Raptor. Fantastic. Oh, that is just a thing of beauty. So, it's even better. We get to go Rampage, Marauding Raptor, Rampaging Ferocidon, and Ghalta for 2. If that doesn't do it, I don't know what will. Bam. That's a lot of damage. Oh. There we go. Blue Bear. Glad you were here to experience that. The Queen does it. I'm glad if the Queen of Dinos at least does it once a night. Man, that was good. The blue stuff didn't come into effect too much, but hey, fantastic, lovely win against a pretty common deck I'm sure we've all faced. Rakdos, Anvil, Jund, Sacrifice, whatever you want to call it. It gets nasty quick. I was worried there for a second, seeing 2 Ravenous Squirrels. We've all probably experienced how fast those get out of control. Yikes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No source of blue, unfortunately, but when you see Marauding Raptor, 3 lands, 2 Ripjaw Raptors, it should be pretty good, hopefully. Ooh, nice, yes. I'm pretty sure they didn't expect that. Oh, no, not this deck. Gotta get something out quick, that's for sure. Hopefully they can't kill Marauding Raptor. We're going to have to watch out for that Reinforced Ronin. As long as they can't kill Marauding Raptor, we don't have to worry about continually getting attacked and taking that 2 damage. Let's see. Okay, good. I was getting a little worried there. Fantastic that we're able to get Ripjaw Raptor. I think Ripjaw should just completely decimate this deck. Attacking into a Ripjaw Raptor just does not make sense. So this feels pretty good. We were able to get that key Ripjaw Raptor against a deck like Mono Red Aggro. I believe that's what it is. Certainly seems like it. Hopefully we get a source of blue for Quandrix Command here. Able to bounce something. Don't have to worry about that Soulscar Mage. This is looking good. Mimic, the Ripjaw. Yeah, no, that... Ooh, well, it's no source of blue, unfortunately, but... it's bound to happen. Actually, Glasspool Mimic. What am I thinking? I almost forgot Glasspool Mimic was a land itself, so we'll just do that. Land for the turn. Ripjaw. So at least we got that source of blue, and watch us draw another one next turn. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, man. I think we might have them this game, at least. So it's good. Keeping in those Ripjaws. For quite a few nights there, you may have seen I started without Ripjaw Raptor. I mean, who doesn't love drawing cards? So maybe it might be better to just keep Ripjaw Raptor in game 1 to start off. Certainly gives a fantastic edge against a deck like this. Looks like they'll maybe deal some damage to Ripjaw or just die, because there's nothing they can do potentially. Yes, oh man. Oh, I'm glad I clued in and remembered myself. Yes, patting myself on the back for that one. Oh, okay, well, starting off strong, doing some good stuff tonight so far. But, I mean, Mono Red, interaction, fighting, decisive denial certainly seems like the trick. I think we probably could just completely cut Otepec Huntmaster. Again, something like Mono Red. You have a cheap creature with 2 toughness or less there's probably a pretty good chance it dies to a wide range of stuff. Did see that Bone Crusher Giant, so Huntmaster could die to a Stomp, something like that. For quite a while now, I've taken Huntmaster out in Game 2 against decks like this, and it seems to have done the trick. Let's see. Anything else we might want? Blast Zone, potentially. They have a lot of stuff, probably at 1 and 2. But I think we'll leave it out for now. Deathgorge. Yeah, actually, I'm going to take Deathgorge out, bring in the 3 Blast Zone again. Deathgorge being at 2 toughness, like Huntmaster. They could easily kill Deathgorge on their turn after the buff has gone away. So I think that's going to do the trick. Prioritize, definitely. Ripjaw Raptor, that's... oh, man, that's fantastic stuff. Pretty exciting there. Definitely keeping that. Man, double Ripjaws again. That is fantastic. We got the source of blue we want for Decisive Denial. Hopefully fighting something with Ripjaw Raptor is going to be lovely. Interesting. So it looks like Boros aggro now potentially. Oh, and man, this is an interesting night, to say the least. Just seeing Marauding Raptors for days. My goodness. Hopefully that Marauding can survive, and we're able to go next turn the fantastic second Marauding, plus a Ripjaw Raptor for 2 green. It's hard to top that. Yes. Very interesting stuff. Certainly not blocking this Dragon's Rage Chandler. I expect they have something that deals 2 damage, but yeah. There's always some nice potential. Like I mentioned before, blue does some fantastic work, enables so much stuff. But this, I could not have asked for a better start with this game. Draw 2 cards. I don't see how they recover too much. We are at 12. It is kind of rough, but certainly refilling our hand there. It's going to be nice. Doing the trick. We'll probably bounce some creature with Quandrix Command. May go Decisive Denial if we need to take out something key, but yeah. Just an Unholy Heat, huh? So they're going to double up on removal to take out Marauding Raptor. Excuse me. I'm okay with that. Hey, it's 1 Unholy Heat. We don't have to worry about to take out a Ripjaw. Ooh, this is not looking too good for them. But, well, we have a 3rd Marauding, my goodness, so we'll just go that. Plus Ripjaw, yes. Draw a ton of stuff. I think that seems to be probably the better thing to do at the moment. And Tamiyo Safekeeping. Good game, yes. Man, that was nasty stuff. We're on fire tonight. My gosh. Tech Dinos is doing the trick. Not much more to say, huh? Haven't really needed the blue stuff quite yet, but you see the potential. Both of that, Quandrix Command, Decisive Denial, able to deal with creatures and do a wide variety of other stuff. Tamiyo Safekeeping, we're saving it. Alrighty. And they don't gain the life because it didn't deal the damage. So, okay. Hopefully we can keep up this streak. Man, that's some good stuff. Luckily, you're here to see it, Blue Bear. Yeah, not much more to say. Love and stuff. Elves, maybe. Oh, playing first again. Good. Nothing super early. I mean, there is Shifting Ceratops eventually. Kind of want to see if we can at least get something a little faster. Oh, that's not faster. I'm going to take the risk, though. I have a pretty good feeling about this. Yes, they will be the only lands in that set that have cycling for 3, just to finish off the cycle of lands. The 5 new ones coming in Streets of New Capenna. Yeah, it's going to be good with those new lands. Certainly opens up a wide variety of options. Like I said before, fixing the mana for when we go Jund, adding black for stuff, or Naya, like last night, adding white. It's going to be a very exciting time. Potentially, we've had Ketria Triome for quite some time with Ikoria here, so maybe I should have been trying Temur a little bit more than I have in the past. But things are going all right so far. Ooh, not quite what we want to see. Let's get that Rootbound Crag. Hope they don't have something that deals 1 damage at instant speed. They could, so we could have messed up here. Ooh, oh, I should not have done that. I was getting a little greedy. That's alright. I should have expected something would happen. Oh, we started off strong tonight. Had just the beautiful, perfect curves we could have asked for. It's got to go south. Go sideways at least once, eventually. Yeah, that's going to be rough. Would have been fantastic next turn going Regisaur Alpha if we hadn't unfortunately tried to get a little bit of damage in there with Lair of the Hydra. The classic fantastic Is It Phoenix? So Blue Bear, like you said, hopefully not having Anger of the Gods doesn't cause us too much pain here, and maybe we could have used it. We do have plenty of sources of red with Ketria Triome giving us red, Rootbound Crag, Steam Vents, so certainly I feel like we'll be pretty well covered in that department. Certainly Deathgorge Scavenger. Gonna exile, let's see, what do they got? Instants and sorcery, so definitely expressive iteration. That's the target for sure, so they only have 1 kind of card in the graveyard. Hopefully that keeps Dragon's Rage Channeler on the ground for quite some time. A little bit longer. Next turn definitely Regisaur Alpha, and then potentially the turn after that the Queen again, but they could have some Phoenixes in here. I think ooh, just 1. That's all right. Ouch. As long as they don't get 2 Phoenixes, we might have a chance, but if they get a second Phoenix, yikes. That's going to be rough. And at the very least, with the Phoenix being the only creature when it comes in, drops Dragon's Rage Channeler down, and we don't take quite as much damage. Hopefully Regisaur Alpha and the token survive. Next turn, go the Queen. Definitely feel safe attacking with that token. Chances are we won't be able to block Dragon's Rage Channeler anyways. It's going to be flat. Ooh, another Phoenix. Oh boy. Yikes. Man, the Unholy Heat, nasty, nasty stuff. 1 red to deal 6 damage is just, that's always going to be good. Some of the best removal. Ghalta's mana. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. So Regisaur Alpha for 4, the token for 3 would make Ghalta cost 5 in total. Hey, no worries. If you ever have questions, or anyone else, you have questions watching and you want to see something, certainly ask away. But yes, Ghalta can be very surprising depending what creatures you play. Marauding Raptor, temporarily getting buffed, sometimes does the trick, but it could be over next turn, unfortunately. As long as Dragon's Rage Chandler stays on the ground, we might have a chance. I'm going to just attack with the 1 token in case we need to block Dragon's Rage Chandler or it's still on the ground and they take our Regisaur Alpha with something. But that might be it for us, unfortunately. Certainly Ghalta Primal Hunger. If one of the ways to get Ghalta out on turn 3, you can pair Ghalta with Marauding Raptor turn 2. Come turn 3, you go your 3rd land. You play Raptor Hatchling for 1. You're left with 2 mana. Marauding Raptor pings Raptor Hatchling. It goes to 4 power. The token from Raptor Hatchling that comes out also gets pinged by Marauding. Marauding will go to 6 power, plus the 3 power from the token is 9, and the 1 reduction from Marauding brings Ghalta to 2. So you can play Ghalta pretty easily that way on turn 3. Man, it's nasty, nasty stuff. I think I should do that some night. Speed Queen, Ghalta, I did mention before a couple nights ago. That's definitely on the agenda at some point. Anything to get the queen out faster. I like that. This might... Oh, yep. That is it, unfortunately. They got the 9, and that will do it. I was hoping Dragon's Rage Chandler would stay on the ground, but I was pretty sure that wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. I kind of like the potential of countering Finale of Promise, I think that's what it was called, with Decisive Denial here, counter target non-creature spell. It could be nice, and also fighting the flying stuff. I do like that. Quandrix Command also could bounce something. Hey, Flaming Draco, how's it going? Yes, this list certainly has done the trick. The blue stuff, not so much. I did win the first 2 matches, but Is It Phoenix at the moment is causing some pain. Quandrix Command, very versatile. I was just mentioning the 2 counters could potentially help save something like Ripjaw Raptor, return a creature, could also save something or bounce someone nasty. Target player shuffles 3 cards from their graveyard into their library, so we could put those Arclight Phoenixes back into their library, maybe, hopefully, buy us enough time by stashing them back there. Before it passes to combat, maybe they've cast 3 spells. We put a stop, go Quandrix Command, and just put those Phoenixes back into the graveyard, or back into the library, I should say. Then it goes to combat, and they wasted all those spells casting 3 things that cost 1 instant or sorcery. That is partly why I brought Quandrix Command in, and I was hoping it would show up in that regard, be able to use it in that way. I think I'll drop the reality chip and 3 Glasspool. I'll keep Huntmaster in. Of course, there is a lot of stuff that deals 2 damage, so hopefully Huntmaster sticks around, but the combination of Decisive Denial, Quandrix Command, I think that's going to be enough. And Deathgorge Scavenger, of course. Hopefully we can eat those Phoenixes, the graveyard chickens. Oh, Lovely. Ketria Triome, turn 1. That's what you want. Okay, not too bad. Oh my goodness. Will we get it again? I've already had double marauding into Ripjaw Raptor for 2 green to draw 2 cards. Already had that once tonight. Man, that's sometimes doesn't happen at all. Ooh, this is yeah, couldn't really ask for much better. Man. That's probably my favorite right here. Double marauding, Ripjaw Raptor, 2 cards. Hopefully that draws us something that we can interact with Dorat, the perfect pet. Try and kill it before it gets too big. Sometimes it gets nasty. Very nasty. But they haven't gotten too crazy with stuff. They don't have anything in the graveyard, which is quite nice. Hopefully that works in our favor. Oh, expressive iteration is certainly pretty slow for this deck, so it's looking up, definitely. Haven't seen a Faithless Looting to send some of those Arclight Phoenixes into the graveyard. Not usually, no. It's all pretty random. Best of 1. I think if I was in best of 1, there is some hand smoothing, behind the scenes stuff that Arena does. I don't really like it too much, but yeah, doesn't usually happen. I am just happy to see starts like this. But the question is, yes, I think that's what we gotta do. Just big Marauding Raptors this turn. Unfortunately, we do say goodbye to the token in Regisaur Alpha, but these are going to be absolutely massive, massive Marauding Raptors. Just going to do as much as possible. They don't want to take 8 from either Marauding Raptor. Maybe not even from Ripjaw, but I mean, that is lethal there, so they have to block with at least one thing. They probably don't want to take 12 either. Bam! That's pretty good stuff. I haven't been able to do that a whole lot, but you can see sometimes you might not think, oh, just dump everything to make your Marauding Raptors as big as possible. You lose the creatures, but if you make them big enough. Yeah, I think definitely just always anger 24/7 probably would be a good idea. It does well against food decks. Mayhem Devil, like I was mentioning, it's always nice taking that out as soon as possible. We get less damage on ourselves. Yeah. But, you know, we got lucky. Anger of the Gods is just always fantastic. Perhaps pretty good substitutes, stuff that I brought in tonight, but if anyone hasn't used Anger of the Gods before or is on the fence, or you've seen me use it a couple of times, you can never go wrong with something like Anger of the Gods, definitely. That's always going to do quite well. At the very least, whenever you cast Anger of the Gods, you have a Ripjaw out, you'll draw a card. You will lose Marauding Raptor, unfortunately, most of the time, but it stops things. Double Dragon's Rage Chandler. Not too bad. Feeling pretty positive so far. Hopefully this Marauding survives. We may not go Shifting Ceratops next turn. Might save a green with Tamiyo's there to save somebody. Yeah, maybe you just don't need anger. Either way, something to interact with the board a little bit, their creatures. Hopefully something versatile or just a massive big damage sweeper. They got 2. I feel they probably want to do something to someone. Interesting. You know what? I'm going to go Marauding Raptor. We'll swing with the slightly buffed one. Next turn, we can go Shifting Ceratops for 2. Ooh. Unholy Heat. Now the question is, Tamiyo's to save. Yeah, I think I'm going to save it. They may have to expend another something. Now, actually, what I should have done is hold off, let Unholy Heat hit, and when they go their second spell to take out Marauding Raptor. Ah, I see. Maybe they were hoping to get 4 different kinds of cards when they cast the one Unholy Heat, but yeah, now that I think about it, I should have let the Unholy Heat hit first, and then when they play the second one. That's too bad. Well, we'll attack with a 4-3, and at the very least, hopefully that made them expend a bunch of resources there. We'll likely get to go a hasty Shifting Ceratops next turn, but at the very least we will get to go Shifting Ceratops anyways. And seeing Shifting Ceratops against something like Crackling Drake, that's what you want to see. Nasty, nasty big creature. Oh, Decisive Denial, my goodness. Fantastic, we can play it, but we're going to take advantage of being able to get Shifting down, hasty, swing for 9 here. That's going to be pretty powerful. Certainly seems like it did the trick, making them expend lots of resources there. Using up 2 Unholy Heats is pretty sweet. What are they playing? Ooh, that's too bad. It's alright though, we got some good stuff. Haven't seen any Phoenixes yet, which is quite nice. Blue Bear, maybe you jinxed it. We see Anger of the Gods there. It's alright though, we got Huntmaster. We do have Decisive Denial that will hopefully help protect Huntmaster when I feel they probably want to kill it, I would imagine. They do have 1 Phoenix in the graveyard, so that's pretty nasty. Oh, hey, we're going to counter Chandra. What am I saying? I almost missed that. Oh, and the Ripjaw, hasty, good stuff, bam, get her done. Decisive Denial. Holy cow, if we didn't have Decisive Denial, things would have been not good. Oh. The Flaming Draco, you said things were spicy. That was spicy, to say the least. I mentioned before I started tonight, Decisive Denial, the versatility of countering a non-creature spell for 3, or we deal with the thing that's a creature when we fight it. Basically dealing with everything for 2 at instant speed. Instant speed, of course, is always something you want to consider, but Blue Bear, you said it. Definitely. Oh, I'm always happy to give card advice, but I mean, I have been playing Dinos for over 4 years now. Perhaps I'm not the best Dino player. I certainly would expect I'm the one who plays them the most, but great ideas can come from anyone, anywhere, anytime. So certainly I'm always looking for inspiration, to say the least. But man, that was fantastic, fantastic stuff. Okay, we got time for one more match. Yeah. Oh. Always try to give the best advice, at least a rundown, a pretty good reasoning of why I brought something in, and drawing on the vast experiences I've had, the different lines of plays, why I've liked something over something else, depending what we're facing. Yeah. There were days tapped out other deck builders where I would just play test the opening 5 or 6 turns, drawing sample hands, seeing what worked, what didn't work. I just do that all evening, getting pretty comfortable with the early game, but I don't know. Flaming Draco, it's partly it was a decision. Before Arena existed, I would only basically play test on tapped out deck builder, but I don't know. I certainly feel pretty fortunate and blessed to have found something I love sticking with. I hope it sets me apart and maybe is a inspiration, but yeah, I don't know. It's working out. I think we gotta go Glasspool Mimic. No, we don't. We don't want to go. Yes, Forest. I almost went Glasspool Mimic, but then we wouldn't have been able to go turn 2 Marauding Raptor. That would not have been good. But yeah, this is just literally the only deck for since Dinos were released back in January 2018, I think. Something like that, but I don't know why. I'm not asking questions. I'm just feeling pretty happy about that. Certainly is freeing. It's definitely not for everyone. Variety is the spice of life. So doing something like this, yeah, might not apply to everyone, but hopefully at the very least it's a little inspiring. Hopefully we get another source of green next turn, able to go Marauding for 1, Ripjaw for 2 there. Another Izzet Phoenix. That's to be expected. Izzet Phoenix recently, of course, had a pretty fantastic showing in the Neon Dynasty Championship. It's always been a fantastic deck, for sure. Yeah, it's got to be Marauding plus Glasspool. That's too bad. But at the very least, we will be able to save something with Tamiyo's Safekeeping there. We have that 1 green up, and we have 2 Tamiyos. So that's going to be good. And, of course, like I mentioned, hopefully we would see the reality chip and the fact that Marauding Raptor does reduce it, able to play it, and it survives the ping because it is at 4 toughness. Unfortunately, a lot of those red and green artifact creatures from Neon Dynasty, they're at 2 toughness or less. So we can't really pair them well with Marauding Raptor, but it seems that the artifact creatures in other colors seem to have a higher toughness, so that can pair pretty good with Marauding Raptor. No, I'm glad to hear. Yes, Dinos, there's lots of depth, lots of possibility, perhaps more than a lot of other decks. I wouldn't know because, of course, it is the only deck I play, but Naya, Gruul, yes, now Temur. But I think it looks like we're going to save Huntmaster here. Or Marauding Raptor. We're going to be saving somebody, I think. Oh no, whatever will we do? Good stuff. Oh. Tamiyo Safekeeping. Keeping our dinos safe. Coming in strong. The All-Star again. But we do have that source of blue. Finally. Ripjaw Raptor definitely next turn for 2 is going to be good. Yeah, Ripjaw for 2. Hopefully we draw land. Definitely, but at the very least we will be able to go Glasspool Mimic. Reality chip it is. We can go Glasspool Mimic this turn, but I think I want to save it, potentially. Perhaps could have held that Marauding Raptor back. You know what? Got to play it safe. Got to get that Glasspool Shore down. Keep the potential of Regisaur Alpha next turn alive. A little bit safer. Storming Entity, not too bad. They have to play that for the full 5. That's not good. Yeah. Just Regisaur Alpha. Definitely. Maximum pain, maximum damage, maximum pressure. That is what we want to do. And I forgot completely about what Reality Chip does, allowing us to see what's on the top, play stuff off the top, so no, I am happy to see it around. It is something that can block. Of course, all the stuff here is flying, so that doesn't work too well. Looks like we might have them this game. Certainly seems to be the case. Ripjaw Raptor, of course, drawing us a card when they use their damage-based removal. Unholy Heat, Lightning Axe that we saw, which, man, that was just fantastic. Saving Marauding Raptor with Tamiyo Safekeeping and gaining life against a deck that is very aggressive. Sometimes something even like 2 life can make all the difference. But I see that Unholy Heat. Oh, okay, so we don't have to worry about it. Yes, I thought we might get it done. We got it done again against Izzet Phoenix. My goodness. Things are going our way tonight, I tell you. But Decisive Denial certainly did the trick. The previous match against the other Izzet Phoenix. Definitely Deathgorge. Glasspool Mimic. Certainly Glasspool, that was quite key. We didn't have too many lands, and playing both of these as Glasspool Shore just to get those lands, that helped. I didn't see any Crackling Drakes, that sort of thing, so perhaps we could cut Shifting Ceratops. It is a fantastic body, though. Yeah, I'm going to cut Reality Chip and 3 Glasspool Mimics. Hopefully we're okay in the land department this game. Oh. That's good. That's really... I couldn't ask for something better than that. We got 3 lands, Marauding. So, oh, 2 Marauding. Okay, well. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully we don't see a Lightning Axe. Would be nice if the first Marauding could survive. Being able to exile something with Deathgorge. Can't be a creature if we want it to survive, but this deck has plenty of non-creature stuff for sure. I think it might be a Lightning. Good. I was worried about that Lightning Axe. I don't think every Izzet Phoenix list has Lightning Axe in, but 1 damage to deal 5 to something early on, and discarding, I mean, hopefully for them, it's an Arclight Phoenix. That's pretty fantastic. The Changelings from Kaldheim. Definitely, I was looking at Morit of the Frost. I think that's how you pronounce it. 2 and 2 blue and a green for a 0/0 Changeling. Comes into play as a copy of any permanent we control, except that permanent is legendary along with its other types. But if it comes into play as a creature, it comes in with an extra 2 counters. Ooh, this is not good. Well, I think we're seeing a Phoenix. Yeah, Morit of the Frost, copying. Again, it's another Mimic spell, but the creature gets 2 counters, so pretty nice. Let's see. I think we may just want to go Quandrix Command, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in potentially going Quandrix Command here. Yeah, definitely the Changelings. I could look into more of those for this. Yeah, I think there's possibilities to explore that with dinos. I mean, they work good in any deck, really. All right. And let's see, who do we want to put back? Sprite Dragon, Faithless Looting. Yeah. Perhaps it would have been good getting our Phoenix back, because they would have to pay 4 to play it, so that could potentially have slowed them down, but it might just be over here, unfortunately. Not too bad, I mean 6, but next turn it might do it. We do have that second Quandrix Command. We can send that Arclight Phoenix back. Yeah, I think that might do it. If we get a second land, or a fourth land, I should say, we would be able to fight something with Decisive Denial. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Chandra will deal 2. Arclight Phoenix would deal 3, and that would just kill us. Mass Vandal, Flaming Draco, definitely. Orvar as well. I had tried Orvar a little bit, but I do have some targeted spells, definitely. I was thinking of working in Orvar the all form for tonight. Making copies of stuff is just awesome, but yeah. No, there's definitely more things to work in. Mass Vandal is potentially fantastic. A nice replacement if somebody is using Thrashing Brontodon. Exiling an artifact or enchantment can be pretty applicable, especially against something like Heliod the Sun Crowned, if you're facing the infinite squirrel tokens of Celestia Scurryoak. But yeah, I think Mass Vandal definitely has potential. Ooh, I like the looks of this. If all goes well, Huntmaster survives, we get to go Hasty, Deathgorge Scavenger. That's going to eat up their graveyard plenty. It is, ooh, low battery, 10%. It is pretty risky, certainly. This could get rough, but we will cross our fingers. It might not go so well. Crossing the fingers. Let's go. Oh. Wow, I was worried there. I thought Otepec Huntmaster would eat something and die. Oh, no. He did survive a little bit. Luckily, they haven't gone too fast in. Oh, good. We drew that all-important third land. We're able to go with the Deathgorge here. Can't attack with them, so might as well gain that 2 life this turn. But if we were able to swing, of course, we'd want to maximize that potential of its entering the battlefield and attacking, so that it would be swinging as a 5/4. Next turn, potentially going Quandrix Command. Oh, no. Yeah, just Ripjaw Raptor. Use up all available mana. Hope they don't kill Deathgorge here. Now, potentially, would have been better to just try and swing with Deathgorge. We would have gotten 1 exile, and we still would have been able to play Ripjaw Raptor. Okay, looking all right. I don't think they have a Phoenix quite yet. Oh, no, they do have 1. So, maybe Quandrix Command next turn to bounce the Phoenix. Shuffle some stuff from their graveyard. I don't think Dragon's Rage Channeler is ever getting flying this game, I imagine, with Quandrix Command and Deathgorge Scavenger. Pretty sure, well, this turn at the very least. Ooh, 2 of them. But they didn't get the Phoenix. Oh, more lands. That is 100% what we want. Well, I do have one. Yeah, I'm just going to go Deathgorge, exile that Phoenix so we don't have to worry about at least one of them. Can't block Dragon's Rage Channelers anyway, so might as well get 4 damage on them. Maybe they want to block Ripjaw, but no, I wouldn't think that's the case. Ooh, Crackling Drake. I think we might bounce the Crackling Drake there with Quandrix Command. Definitely actually want to go Ghalta if it makes sense to do so, but we're getting pretty low. That's a tough one. What can we do to survive? They got 13, so currently they don't have lethal. I think I gotta save Quandrix Command. Yep. Swing with Ripjaw. See who they block with. I'd be alright trading with Crackling Drake. I was tempted to go the Queen right there that turn, but I think it's probably safer and we just have to keep some mana back for Quandrix Command here. Now let's see. Interesting. Well, I think we bounce Crackling Drake. Yeah, we'll bounce the Crackling Drake. Shuffle creature, land, sorcery. So I think they only have instants in their graveyard. And Deathgorge, able to trade with one of the Dragon's Rage Channelers. Hopefully that does the trick. Let's see. Can we safely go the Queen? I think there's a good chance we can safely go the Queen. I'm just going to go it. Hopefully we can make it happen. Swing with both of these guys and... Yeah, I'll exile the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Either way, Arclight Phoenix would be able to trade with Deathgorge, whether it's at 2 toughness or 3. So I think gaining life hopefully is a little bit better. Ooh, that might not do it for him. Pretty fantastic tempo there with Quandrix Command. I don't think they can attack this. Really anybody. At the very least, we didn't see a double... Oh, my gosh. Friends, Flaming Draco, Blue Bear, anyone else watching right now or later on. Temur Dinos seems to have done even better than Naya Dinos. My goodness. I don't even play this variation. I've tried it maybe a month or 2 ago on a live stream. Huh. Cockroach ED. Yes, well played. Man, I like Quandrix Command. That did the trick. Oh, it definitely is the best way to end off a stream. Taking down Izzet Phoenix twice, back to back. It's a fantastic deck, but blue is so good combined with Dinos. You said it. 100%. Quandrix Command is just so incredibly versatile. I was hoping we would face Izzet Phoenix to show off the potential. Shuffling as much into the graveyard, getting those Dragon's Rage Channelers down to the ground, able to block one of them with Deathgorge. They have 1 less body. Bouncing Crackling Drake, it doesn't have haste, and they do have to continually sink 4 mana just to play it, and that definitely slows things down. Paulo, nice, well done. Thanks for joining. I did start a little bit earlier tonight in anticipation I would have to end a little early and probably take care of my daughter there. Again, she didn't have her afternoon nap. She has been a little cranky and she may not sleep too nicely tonight. But yes, it was well done. Thanks everyone for watching right now or later on. pretty hard to top that fantastic outing for the first real time with Temur Dinos. I think that's the right direction to go. Certainly if you can have game against something common like Izzet Phoenix there, that pretty much guaranteed. We've all faced Izzet Phoenix before, or we may have played Izzet Phoenix. Yeah, seems to do the trick. Yes, Flaming Draco, good luck. Remember, there is always room for improvement, but that was pretty good so far. A lot of good stuff there. Yes. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. It will be a little later on. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with my brothers over FaceTime, so that should be pretty good. So it will be a little bit later, probably more the usual time, 10:30, something like that. But eventually down the line, once I do this, hopefully full time, I can do all kinds of stuff all day. It's going to be good for sure. Yes, thanks for watching, Blue Bear, and everyone else. Hopefully have a good night, good morning, whenever it is you're watching, and I'll see you next time.